IOL is one of the leading API manufacturers in India and is a significant player in the field of commodity chemicals and specialty chemicals. IOL, as all of you know, is the largest producer of ibuprofen in the world with an installed capacity of 12,000 metric ton per annum. This is the only company, IOL is the only company which is completely backward integrated for all the major chemicals which are required to produce ibuprofen. IOL presently hold around 35% of the total world market share in ibuprofen. Along with ibuprofen, IOL is also among the top producers of ethyl acetate with an installed capacity of 87,000 metric ton per annum. Our company is also second largest producer of isobutyl benzene, which is the key intermediate for ibuprofen and hold around 30% of the global market share. Ethyl acetate has wide application like in pharmaceutical, in ink industry, packaging industry, adhesive, surface coating, etc. Company has the R&D facility which is approved by Department of Scientific and Industrial Research and equipped with all the advanced analytical instruments. Now I will share with you the major quarterly numbers. Our revenue was 521 crores for quarter 3 as compared to 515 crores in last year same quarters. EBITDA margins for the quarter was 165 crores in this quarter compared to 163 crores in the same quarter last year. This is around 1% growth on year-to-year basis. Our PAT for the quarter was 115 crores as against 98 crores last year. This is higher by approximately 17%, which is largely due to increased on account of lower financial cost. In the global chemicals and drug supply chain, IOL continues to take advantage of newer opportunities as and when they are present to themselves. In conclusion, let me highlight that IOL Chemicals and Pharmaceuticals is very well geared up to take up and deliver any opportunity which is available in the market with its skills and dedicated manpower and high-tech world-class facilities. With this, I would like to hand over the call to my colleague Mr. Pradeep Khanna, who is CFO of the company. Over to you, Mr. Pradeep Khanna.
Thank you, Mr. Dev. Good afternoon, everyone, and warm welcome to IOL Quarter 3 and 9 months Financial Year 2021 earnings call. I will take you to mention highlights for the quarter ended 31st December 2020. Total revenue for the quarter increased by 1% to rupees 521 crores as compared to rupees 515 crores in quarter 3 of financial year 2020. For 9 months of financial year 21, it has been higher by 4% to rupees 1525 crores as compared to rupees 1464 crores in the same period last year. Our 9 months performance has been impacted by the nationwide lockdown in the initial part of the year. In quarter 3 of financial year 21, EBITDA was higher at rupees 165 crores as against rupees 163 crores reported in the third financial quarter of the preceding year. EBITDA margin has significantly remained consistent at 31.7% this year compared to quarter 3 of financial year 20. For 9 months of financial year 21, EBITDA has increased by 11% to rupees 499 crores as compared to 448 crore in the same period of the last year. And EBITDA margin was 32.7% compared to 30.6% during 9 months of financial year 20. Profit after tax for quarter 3 stood at rupees 114.8 crores as against 98 crores during quarter 3 of financial year 20. Depreciation for the quarter was rupees 10 crores, while the finance cost declined by 60%. It is 1.5 crores in quarter 3 of financial year 21. Coming to the segmental performance in quarter 3 of financial year 2021, the revenue from chemical stood at 219.9 crores as against rupees 193.9 crores in quarter 3 of financial year 2020, thereby increasing by 13.4%. This segment has achieved a stellar performance on account of market demand and operational efficiency. This segment contributed to 41% of total revenues. EBIT stood at 32.35 crores with EBIT margin at 14.7%. In the drug segment, the revenue came at rupees 303.7 crores in quarter 3 of financial year 2021. EBIT for the segment came at rupees 118.5 crores, translating to margin of 39%. The financial position of the company is stable and enjoy a very healthy liquidity position with adequate cash and bank balances. With this, I would now request the moderator to open the forum for question and answer session. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question, you may press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Anyone who wishes to ask a question, you may press star and 1. First question is from the line of Alankar Garude from Macquarie. Please go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for the opportunity. So my first question is, if you could give some color on the current pricing trends in ibuprofen and what would be your broad expectations over, say, the next 6 to 12 months, that would be helpful.
Regarding ibu pricing, ibuprofen pricing are stable for the quarter, December quarter. So we have not seen any kind of correction happening in the pricing as far as the ibuprofen is concerned. Though the sale has came to a stagnancy because of the stocking in first 2 quarters by various customers. So that way, I would like to answer your question. The ibuprofen prices are stable as of now.
And with the gradual scale-up of BASF's facility and then even the German facility which could come on stream this year, how do you look at the supply-demand dynamics within ibuprofen, say, over the next 1 to 2 years?
See, as far as the BASF German facility is concerned, we have not heard from, though they have made an announcement in the past that it will come in 21, but now that there is not even a single customer is saying that they are coming up in 21, not even any announcement by the company we have heard. But yes, because of the, you can say, sales has come down because of the lockdowns. Because if you see, initially there was a lockdown in China, then in India, in Europe, US, UK. So now from last 6 months, Europe, UK and US, most of the economies are under lockdown. So that is why the sales sales has come to a stagnancy where, I would say not the stagnancy, it's a correction which is happening in the sales. So we don't foresee any kind of, you can say, the oversupply in ibuprofen in coming 1 to 2 years.
Understood, sir. And sir, my final question is, given that we are completely backward integrated in ibuprofen, how big an advantage is it? I mean, if you could broadly quantify the benefit, it would be really helpful.
See, as far as cost is concerned, definitely because we are completely backward integrated. If you see our lowest cost raw material which is going into it is like in the range of 50 to 60 rupees a kg, and our output is say around 1,000 rupees a kg. So if you see, overall value addition is really high. As far as competition is concerned, our broad calculation says that our cost is lower by around, you can say 15 to 20% in case of raw materials.
Understood, sir. Great. That's it from my side. Thanks and all the best.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ajay Sharma from Maybank. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. I just want to check, what is the reason for the margin decline for the drug segment in Q3? The margin dropped quite a bit. And also, if you could disclose what is the sales volume or the capacity utilization for ibuprofen and metformin in Q3?
Q3, the major drop is because in the previous question also I have mentioned that due to COVID, customers have done panic buy in the first and second quarter of this year. So now they are consuming their stocks. Along with this, with the improved condition in health and hygiene and the lockdown in the various countries in Europe, UK and Latin America, the demand is not much. Because of that shortage in demand, we have lost our around, you can say, 10% sales volume in ibuprofen. So since ibuprofen is a major profit-making product, so that is the only reason. Though in this quarters we have done very good sales in terms of, you can say, in chemical segment. Chemical segment, our sales has increased by 5%, and their margins has also increased drastically.
And what is the capacity utilization or sales volume for ibuprofen and metformin Q3?
The overall in 9 months we have done around 80% of the sales capacity utilization in ibuprofen, whereas in metformin it has touched around 50% of the installed capacity.
Okay, and on the API pipeline which you have, so which are the key products you expect to commercialize over the next 1 or 2 years? And also metformin, where do you see that in terms of capacity utilization going forward? Means, do you think that will also become a big contributor going forward?
See, metformin we have already commercialized. If I can share with you, like we have metformin which is already commercialized, which has increased to the capacity of, you can say, installed capacity of 50%. The installed capacity is around 11,000 metric tons. So we have touched around 5,000 metric tons, 5,500 metric tons till this time. So, I mean, average of the 9 months. Next product, which is a growing molecule for us, is clopidogrel. Clopidogrel, we have an installed capacity of 180 tons. So this year we are targeting around 140 ton of metformin of the you can say sale, which is around, you can say, around 75 or 77 to 80% of the capacity utilization. Our next product is pantoprazole. In pantoprazole, we have an installed capacity of 180 metric ton. So in this 180 metric ton, we already had reached to 120 metric ton of our sales. So apart from this, we have in pipeline phenofabrate, then lamotrigine, and then ursodeoxycholic acid. These are the three more molecules which are available on the shelf. So in these also we are achieving, like phenofabrate we are doing in multi-purpose plant. So there the capacity utilization for that plant is around 90%. So these are the you can say products available, new products available with us. In totality, we have done 141 crore sales in 9 months. So we are targeting around you can say 180 to 200 crore sales turnover this year.
Okay, and just the last question. So, any plans of increasing capacities in any of the molecules?
Yes, in a way we can say we are planning to increase the capacities. Like we have a plant which we called FLU Flu, which is a multi-purpose plant wherein we will be manufacturing phenofabrate, L for lamotrigine, and U for ursodeoxycholic acid. So this plant we have designed to manufacture 150 metric ton of phenofabrate, 140 ton of lamotrigine, and 96 ton of ursodeoxycholic acid. Like this is a multi-purpose plant, so we will be increasing the capacity of these three products in this plant.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Varun from AQF Advisors. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. Thanks for giving me a chance to ask this question. I hope I'm audible.
Yeah, you are audible.
Right, sir. Sir, this question is regarding the drug segment. Sir, previous call it was stated that we would like to target 30% revenue.
So sorry to interrupt you, but your voice is breaking.
The voice is not clear.
1 second, please.
Is it better?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sir, just referring to previous call, so we had mentioned we would like to target somewhere around 30% revenue within the drug segment from other products, that is non-ibuprofen products. So quick calculation means that on a full year basis, this would be somewhere 450 to 500 crores of full year revenue. So just some clarification on when we think we can achieve this target.
Very valid question, and even this question is very near to our heart also, because we are targeting much more revenue from other than ibuprofen. So we are targeting 400 to 500 crore revenue. Like I mentioned, this year we are targeting around 200 crore. So in coming 2 years' time, my expectation is that we will be able to achieve our target. Like wherever the products we are increasing our clientage in all our products. If you see metformin, we have increased the capacity, as I mentioned, in phenofabrate, clopidogrel, even pantoprazole, lamotrigine, ursodeoxycholic acid. We are witnessing a demand in these products. So to answer your question, in coming 2 years time, you can say 2 to maximum 3 years time, we will be able to achieve the 500 crore target from other than ibuprofen products.
Oh, okay. Sir, and second question is regarding the chemical segment. This time the EBIT was somewhere around 13-14% margin. So this is because of better realization from ethyl acetate?
Yeah. Along with the ethyl acetate, IBB has added, but major it has come from ethyl acetate margins.
Sir, IBB, how much is being sold in the external market? If you can share that figure.
Around 25% we are selling in external markets. 75% is captive consumption.
Okay. All right, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Nimish Mehta from Research Delta Advisors. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity and congrats on continuing good set of numbers. This question is more on the business model kind. I would like to understand, you mentioned that in ibuprofen we have the least cost, right, in comparison to other players. So is it only because of the backward integration we have, or we also have some differentiated process or some R&D in process chemistry, which is how we have achieved this?
Mr. Nimish, this is a combination of various things. So, one, as I mentioned, 15 to 20% is on account of, you can say, the backward integration, wherein we are getting those margins vis-a-vis our competition. Apart from this, our R&D, along with the new product development, one team we have dedicated for the improvement of the, you can say, process cost in the existing product. Like we have not dedicated the entire R&D team for the new developments. One set of people is dedicated for the improvement in terms of you can say raw materials. So it's a mix.
Okay. So what I'm trying to understand, for example, when you select a new product, you select purely based on our ability to backward integrate, or you also before you start you are sure of a process which is also lower cost than others. So, is it a capital-intensive business model, or do we have R&D also before we select the product? That's what I'm trying to understand.
No, we are always going with the R&D. The selection criteria, if I broadly share with you, is based on R&D. So on the we are into generic space. All our products are generic products. So our marketing team is going in the market. So they are collecting few names of the product which are are in generic space and sold in higher numbers, or there is demand supply gap. From that the product goes to our R&D. So in R&D we have two criteria for the product selection. One is no doubt first and foremost is the raw material cost, and the major thrust we give that it should be first is non-China dependent intermediate should be there. So our first target is that the product which we select or which our R&D manufacture should not be dependent. Any intermediate should not be dependent on China. Second is on environment concern. The product should not be a highly polluting product. So this is the selection criteria for all our products. Of course, RM cost is also the major part.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Yeah, I actually had many, maybe follow up, but I think I should take it offline. No issues. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Nish.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Keshav Kumar from Raksan Investors. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thanks a lot for taking the question. Sir, in an interview on a public news channel a day before, you said that there has been a correction in ibuprofen prices due to a demand and supply gap. But with the first participant, you were telling that the prices have remained fairly stable in the past quarter. So, sir, could you clarify whether it's a dual impact of the prices falling as well as volumes in this quarter?
See, yes, you are right. In G Business interview, I have mentioned. I have mentioned in the previous question that for the quarter we are able to sustain. No doubt there is a correction because demand has come down because of lockdowns. All pharmaceutical products which are used in flu or antibiotics, you can say general ailments, the demand is low. So we are able to sustain. The reason is the long-term commitments which our customers has done. So this is a ongoing process. Like it's 60 to 70% of our customers are giving us long-term orders. So though market there is a correction, but we are able to maintain.
Okay, sir. So could you elaborate, could you give a delta between the prices that were there in Q2 and Q3?
Around, you can say $1.5 to $2 delta is there, correct spot prices. Like spot company, if you see in earlier discussions also, we have mentioned, though market has touched around $18, $18.90, $18 to $20, but we were at $14 to $15. So the correction which is happening is on the spot market. So we do very less business on spot market. Most of our business is on a long-term basis. So spot market has come down to, you can say, $13, $14, which will be settled at around, say, around $12 to $13.
All right, sir. So I have another question. Sir, you said that you'll be commercializing gabapentin in Q1 FY22.
Yes.
So, sir, what would be the gestation period to go to full capacity? And also, sir, what would be your target for FY22 gabapentin revenues?
See, we are targeting our gabapentin to start in, you can say, for June, July, maybe June will be able to start, June or July. So, as you know, gestation period is around 1.5 year at least, because major quantities will go to the regulated market. We have already started the process, and we have few anchor customers as well. So it will take around 1.5 year to stabilize the sales.
Okay, sir. So what would be your expectation in the first year? As in, how much do you think incremental revenues coming from the new product?
From, you mean to say gabapentin?
Gabapentin, yes, sir.
Gabapentin in first year, next year itself, we are hopeful to achieve around 30 to 40% of the installed capacity.
Okay.
So that will be going to the non-rec market only.
Okay, all right. That will be all from me, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ashish from Motilal Oswal Asset Management. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. So this ibuprofen, some of the Indian your peers are putting up capacities. Is that the reason why, do you feel that there is an excess supply of ibuprofen now in the market, and that is the reason why the prices are holding on the low side of the band?
No, it is not because of the excess capacity. This is, as I mentioned, is because of the stocking done by our customers. The panic buying was done in Q1 and Q2. So now people are using the stocks. So this correction is largely because of that. See, if you see presently in pharma space, most of our sales are to the regulated customers or blue chip companies. There, all these companies will take at least, you can say 2 to 3 years. For the minimum 2 years time is the gestation period for any product to be, you can say, commercialized.
Okay. So on a contractual basis, the contracts that we have with the customers, $13 to $14. In the last 5 years, what was the bottom number for this? What was the bottom pricing in the last 5 years?
5 years. If you see 5 years back, it was in the range of $9.
Okay. Okay. So just playing devil's advocate here, do you feel that the prices can revert back, or something has changed on the ground which makes you believe that $13, $14 could sustain?
No, this year $13-14 will sustain, I mentioned, but next year the correction will happen. So our target is around $12 for the next year.
Okay. Okay, this is very helpful. So on ethyl acetate, how big is that portion for us? Because the reason why I'm asking is obviously Lakshmi Organics is one of the bigger players in the market. So is there a scope for a player like you to keep on gaining and expanding this business?
Yeah, all the top players like Lakshmi, Jubilant, Sumaya, and we have expanded the capacities like 87,000 is our installed capacity. So we are targeting around further increase in the capacity. Our full-fledged target is around 120,000 metric ton. Maybe next year we will reach. Actually speaking, this is a green solvent, and the demand is increasing day by day because people are coming out of petrochemical-based solvent and are switching to the green solvents like ethyl acetate. So that.
And by how much? What is the capacity addition that we are doing here?
You can say 87,000 to or 90,000 to 120,000. So around 30%, 33% increase will be there.
Okay. Okay. So but the margin profile or the realizations in this business could be far lower than what we are doing currently, right? If I'm not wrong, 8 to 10% is the kind of EBITDA margins in this business.
This year, this quarter, rather, I would say we have touched around 17%.
Okay.
Whereas past, yes, you are right, it was in the range of 8 to around 8% was the number. And see, with the increased capacity, this will help our company in two manners. First is like with the increased capacity, we will be able to, negotiation power will come to us. Second is that we will be, most of the capacity expansion will be, you can say with the very little capex.
Yeah, okay. This is very helpful, sir. I would say like all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Sayantan from Pine Bridge Investments. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. If you could just break out how much we'll be investing in the ethyl acetate expansion, and also if you could break out how much we are investing for the gabapentin and what is the capacity we are planning there. And lastly, I had more of a suggestion. I understand we are looking for all processes which are green and cleaner and non-polluting. I would request you to share some details in your annual report in terms of the efforts we've made in terms of reducing our carbon footprint and what are the efforts we're putting in that direction. And then if you could just put additional details on an annual report, that will be helpful because these days ESG is becoming a big concern. So I would request you to shed some additional. And some company already does it. We just need to put more of that in the annual report and disclose a little bit more data on that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Your suggestion is very well taken, and my team is along with me listening this, and even on personal ground also, I would request my team to incorporate your suggestion in times to come in our annual report, and definitely we will do, sir. We are in the process, and wherever some external help is required to assess the data, we'll do that. Definitely we'll include this in our annual report. So on the question front, like ethyl acetate, maximum to my mind is that debottlenecking and adding some equipment. We'll be investing around 10 crores, not more than that, on ethyl acetate. So to increase the capacity by 30%. So as far as gabapentin is concerned, we are coming up with a plant which is having capability to produce 600 metric ton per annum, so around 50 tons a month. It will be the capacity with a capex which we are targeting is around 60 crore capex is planned for this gabapentin.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Shanti Patel from Shanti Patel Investments. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. With this all expansions, etc., what will be our approximate turnover for the year 21-22, and what will be the percentage of PAT approximately?
21-22, the overall turnover we are targeting around you can say 24 to 2500 crore will be the top line with a PAT of around you can say our target is max. I cannot tell you the numbers. So it will be in the range of you can say 20% will be the PAT.
Okay. And our debt will go up or go down in next year?
No, we are a debt-free company, sir, and we will remain debt-free. So
everything from internal accrual.
All the expenses are going from the internal accrual, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Tushar Sarda from Athena Investments. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. You're guided for 20-25% growth for next 2-3 years. Now, in view of the lower volume of ibuprofen and also the likely fall in prices, does this guidance remain, or you think we will grow at a lower rate?
With this correction coming in ibuprofen, so we are targeting say around 15% growth. So like I mentioned for 21-22, we are targeting 2400 to 2500 crores revenue. Definitely correction will come, but at the same time we are going to increase our capability in ethyl acetate, which we have already done, and in the process maybe within a quarter time we'll be increasing the capacity maybe in the phased manner. From our total target is 30%, maybe 20% growth you will see maybe next quarter or the running quarter, and along with that the revenue increase from the new products will happen.
And what about profits? At what rate the profits will grow?
Profits, sir, we are targeting, say, in the range of 15%, sir, PAT.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Paresh Jain from Bajaj Allianz Life Insurance. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Thank you for taking my question. Just on ibuprofen, you said that you don't. Do you sell in the spot market, or is it completely all long-term contracts?
No, some quantities we sell on spot. It's around 70% is on long-term basis. Long-term understanding is there. On 30% is on the spot market.
Okay. And the realizations that you said of $13, that was for this particular quarter, right? For ibuprofen.
Yes.
Right. And how has the realization been last 9 months versus this 9 months?
You mean last year?
Yeah. Or last December?
It is in the same range. Like last year, maybe one. I don't have the exact numbers for last year, but it's in the range of $14 to $15. Like last year, it may have touched $15, and this year it may be 14.5. Like 70% of the business we are doing on long-term basis, and even spot market. Our spot market is say in real term, it is in the range of 10 to 15%. In 30% also, 50% is the understanding where we don't have any paperwork done, but you can say in other terms we are clear that these customers are dedicated to us. So correction is not more this year. It's not more than say $0.50.
Okay. So what I was trying to understand, let's say in the last 3 to 4 years, how has the pricing been on the contract side for you on the ibuprofen market?
See, 5 years back, say in the range of $9, it was around 50 to 60. Then after this shortage start happening, so we enter into the contract with the long-term customer or the blue chip companies, very big names, which are very big names. You can say in the pharma space. So there also we are on yearly basis. So that way, to answer your question is like it was in the range of $9, then $11, then $14, $15. This is the range, say in the 70% range covered.
Okay. Okay. And what gives you a confidence that it cannot come down back to $9?
See, it will not come to $9, but say in 2 to 3 years time, it will come in the range of $11. Like all big companies, they are not ready to sell. Like the companies who has increased the capacities or capabilities is majorly because of the price rise.
Okay. Okay. And just to understand, put things a little bit more clear, for next year FY22, you will benefit from the gabapentin capacity coming up, right, and the ethyl acetate facility coming up. Is that correct?
No. Next year we will not be benefited because of gabapentin capacity. Next year from other products like I want to mention here, sir, that any pharma product which you want to sell in regulated market, minimum time you require gestation period is 2 years. After say 6 months to 1 year, we are selling in a non-reg market from where you will not get much margins and much volumes. So that way we are not expecting anything coming or benefits coming from gabapentin. But yes, the product which we have launched 2 to 3 years back, like clopidogrel, pantoprazole, even our flu is coming up, like where we will be manufacturing fenofibrate, lamotrigine, and also deoxycholic acid.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Fine. Thank you. Just one last question before I drop out. The contract prices that you said they are annually reset. When are they annually reset?
Yeah, they are annually reset.
No, when? Is it like in April or January or how? Or is it spread across the year with different customers?
It is happening in the month of, for the foreign customer or most of the customer, overseas customer, it was happening in the month of, you can say, November, December. During CPHI, we started the dialogue and then we were finalizing in the month of December. But overseas customer, it has already been finalized, and domestic, yes, it's a March cycle.
Okay. And for overseas, you finalized at $12 for next year, for this year, Jan to December now.
Sorry, sir, this number can't be disclosed.
Okay. 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 And what percentage of the sales come from the regulated market for ibuprofen?
Percentage of sale, if I see, it's 50-50 for us for ibuprofen, and from the regulated market, around 50% of that 50% comes from the regulated market.
No, I didn't get it. What was the earlier 50%?
See, if we see total, say 10,000 ton we are going to sell. So from that 10,000 ton, 5,000 ton will be from the regular export and 5,000 will be from the domestic.
Okay.
And around you can say 2,500 tons to 3,000 tons we are selling in the regulated market.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and one to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Raj Kumar, individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hi. Thanks for giving me the opportunity. I have most of the questions already got answered. I just have one question and one suggestion. One question is regarding the receivable days. Like currently, what is the receivable days we have running in the company?
I'm not getting your question. Can you repeat, please? Sir, speak little louder.
The question is regarding the receivable days.
Receivable. Okay.
Yeah.
Average 30 days is the number, say, for the receivable.
Okay. Fine. And one suggestion is from my side is regarding your company's website. It looks a bit old-fashioned. Like I don't know if you want to continue that way or you want to improve now. Because we are moving into overseas business.
In coming 1 month, within March, you will find a very good and elaborated with the latest tools and techniques used for the website. It's already under process for development, sir.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Vishal Manchanda from Nirmal Bang Institutional Equities. Please go ahead.
Thanks for the opportunity. On ibuprofen, can we reach our theoretical capacity of 12,000 tons per annum?
For coming year, definitely no. But yes, we are targeting. See, with this correction happening after that, since we have reached to almost all the big pharma customers in US as well, where we have already got many ANDAs under approval or got approved. So once this correction happens, so maybe in 23 we will be able to achieve the full capacity, sir.
Okay. And so basically there is no technical constraint in terms of achieving that 12,000 tons?
No, there is no technical constraint. All the constraint which was there, say maybe 2 years, 3 years back, now those constraints are not there because we have reached to all from big to small customers. Most of the customers has approved us, sir.
Okay. And sir, when you said your costs are lower by 15% compared to competitors, so do you just mean at the gross level, say at the raw material level, or you mean at the EBITDA level you would be?
No, it's on raw material level, sir.
Okay, so you also get the benefit of scale on top of that.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. That is on account of, you can say, raw material cost because of backward integration. Along with that, we have 12,000 metric ton installed capacity at say very less capex. So that way, the additional margins will come from the you can say scale.
Got it. And then on the multi-purpose plant, wherein you're going to manufacture fenofibrate, lamotrigine, and other APIs, so is that ready and up for commercialization?
No, it is under construction. It will be like we are targeting May, June will be for this flu multi-purpose and June, July for gabapentin. Both the plants are under construction, sir.
So you would be able to start commercial revenues in FY22.
For flu, for multi-purpose product, yes, we will be. But for gabapentin, you can say 22 will be doing the commercial production. Some quantity will start, but not the full capacity. But for flu, it will be full capacity because all the products are commercial. So we have to, show just a change over to our customers, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir. That's all from me, sir.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Keshav Kumar from Raksan Investors. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Sir, there is news that BASF has resumed ibuprofen production. So, sir, has that impacted the past quarter? So, sir, is that also contributing to oversupply in the market?
So BSF has started their plant maybe 9 months back. This correction is not account of BSF. All these suppliers are facing the same problem. This is majorly because of the overstocking by our customers, sir.
Okay, all right, sir, all right. Yeah. That will be all from me, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Tushar Sarda from Athena Investments. Please go ahead.
Yes, thank you for the opportunity again. So what I understand from whatever you have said on the call so far is that next year there may be a drop in price of ibuprofen and volumes, let's assume, are constant. So ibuprofen actually will degrow, and your other pharma products will grow by around 150 crores, and some part of growth will come from ethyl acetate. So can you talk a little more on ethyl acetate business in terms of, what is the raw material, whom do you sell to, and how do we compare with competition? That will be helpful. Thank you.
The ethyl acetate, you have asked about the raw materials. The raw material, we are using two raw materials. One is ethanol, which we are importing from US, and second is acetic acid, which we are importing from various countries like Malaysia. We are importing from China. So some quantities we are buying from India as well. As far as ethyl acetate is concerned, for next financial year, we are targeting a growth of 30% in ethyl acetate. So ethyl acetate, we have very vast reach. Like we are present pan India, number one. Number two, we are selling say around per month around 20% goes in exports as well. So overall, if I see, we are present in pharmaceutical market, we are present in, you can say, lamination, we are present in solvent industry. Wherever the applications of ethyl acetate are concerned, we are present. And with this present capacity, we are always oversold by, you can say, 1 or 2 months. So that is the reason which is, forcing us to increase the capacity. So, along with this, as you have also mentioned that we are targeting around 200 crore additional revenue from the new products. So this will, compensate or rather both things put together will be achieving our targeted numbers of 24 to 2500 crores next year.
Okay. In the past, sir, the company had difficulty due to fluctuation in prices of ethyl acetate. So how do you, hedge against this risk going forward?
Sir, in the past, what has happened was totally different from what the market or what the scenario for ethyl acetate is today. In the past, if we'll go to the history, in the past, we were totally dependent on Indian suppliers for ethanol. So, ethanol, Government of India has came up with a policy to mix it with the petrol and diesel. So, all of a sudden, all the suppliers have started giving it to the petroleum companies, where they were getting around 50% higher prices than at whatever we were. So now the scenario has completely changed, sir. If you talk of all the customers, all the, you can say, manufacturer, I would say, in India or in China or anywhere, like one thing is clear that this product is not a importable product in India from China or anywhere, because one is the 7.5% duty, second is the freight and all. And along with that, all these manufacturing countries are importing now ethanol either from, majorly it was coming from USA, now it has started coming from Brazil. So these are the two destinations. So entire world is completely competitive, sir. So today's scenario is totally different from what has happened in 2014. So please be rest assured, sir, your company is now having the scale where we are able to compete with the global players.
Okay. And sir, is the last question, is ethyl acetate sold in contract basis or is it a spot market?
It's not yearly contract, but yes, monthly contracts are there. Monthly contract along with spot, because this is a commodity chemical, sir.
Okay. So, but you will have enough measures in place to ensure that you're adequately hedged and price fluctuations doesn't hit us adversely.
Yes, sir. All the fluctuations because we are doing 2 to 3 months contract for the ethanol as well as the acetic acid.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Alankar Garode from Macquarie Group. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thank you for the follow-up. Sir, couple of questions. Number one, you mentioned about ibuprofen pricing being in that $12-13 range next year, as in FY22, and it could possibly come down to, say, about $11 in the next 2 to 3 years. So, is there a further risk to this number, assuming the BASF's German facility comes on stream in, say, 2021?
Just to answer your question, sir, see, BASF has announced $12.50 for the German facility. And we have not heard from anybody or from the company, say BASF, that they are coming up, when they are coming up with that facility. So I don't foresee any kind of further, correction in the prices of ibuprofen.
Okay, so when you mention $11 in the next 2 to 3 years, it factors in any risk on this front, on the supply front.
Sorry, can you repeat your question?
So, sir, when you mention your expectation of pricing being about $11 in the next, say, 2 to 3 years, it factors in any risk coming in from higher capacity addition from any of your competitors?
Yeah. Everything we have covered, sir. So we are speaking on the conservative side.
Understood, sir. So, and just the second question is, wanted to know generally what is currently, say, the pricing differential between regulated and semi-regulated markets for ibuprofen?
Around $2.
Okay, and I think safer to say that given that almost 75% of our ibuprofen sales are to semi-regulated markets, if you increase the contribution of regulated markets, then possibly we could look at a slightly higher number than the numbers which you mentioned.
Yes. We are. If you ask me, our focus, my entire marketing team is focusing on the export sales, sir. Or you can say regulated market. Our target is regulated market only, sir.
Understood, sir. Understood. Great. Thanks and all the best.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Dhaval Sangvi, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Sir, I have some broader question from a vision perspective. Like for next 3 years, let's assume FY24. I mean, do we anticipate doubling of the revenue, or what would be our vision?
Yeah, Mr. Lankit, see, we are targeting around 20 to 25% growth on year-to-year basis. But because of this correction, our target is around 15% for the next year. So we are confident that with the product pipeline and with the new products revenue growing, so we'll be able to sustain 15 to 20% growth rate in coming 4 to 5 years.
Okay. And sir, another question being, so if we consider 4 to 5 years, what would be our target of our share from ibuprofen versus non-ibuprofen? I mean, what would be the percentage, if you can help me?
We are targeting around 30% revenue from ibuprofen. Balance 70% will come from the other products, chemicals or new pharma products.
And our blended margins will still remain the same?
Not of today, but yes, in the range of 15% we are targeting. So
Okay.
if we get any good opportunity, it may increase to 20%.
Okay. And sir, one last question. Based on the PLI scheme that government has announced, I understand that we are currently not looking, but anything in the pipeline, in the R&D that may be attributing towards that we may be thinking on?
See, the PLI scheme is majorly the thrust area there is antibiotics and re-fermentation products. So presently we are not focusing, or our R&D is not focusing on those. But yes, with the kind of surplus cash available, if any opportunity we get, so definitely we can explore.
Sure. Thanks a lot and all the best.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Lanket. Yeah.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the last question for today. I will now hand the conference over to the management for closing comments.
Thank you very much. We really thank all our shareholders and the consulting companies for participating in this call. And I would like to thank the service provider, Richa, Arnav, and Mr. Mahajani for their help in assisting us for this conference call. Thank you very much once again.